What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. This is another exciting edition of the Creatia Conversation, the number one news source for all that nerd ish on Pornhub. I am your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined today my special guest on this Monday from this She Elite Showcase, Katie Kinsey, baby.
What's up, Travis?
Oh, not a whole lot. How are you today?
I'm good. I'm tired, but I'm
Tired?
good.
How were you had a busy weekend? Something happened over the weekend?
Little tiny thing called WrestleMania was, past weekend.
Was that this past weekend?
I know, Travis.
Is
I
that
had
what
to
I
visit.
spent my entire Saturday and Sunday night doing?
Yeah. Can you believe? Shit's wild.
It is. It is. How you feeling after WrestleMania? How was your WrestleMania weekend?
Good. Spent it just, watching it myself. Didn't do like any parties or anything. It was just me and my TV, living in the moment. I mean, Saturday was crazy emotional. Because like I love Rhea Ripley, so like she got to win, so that was great. And then last night, jaw dropping moments. Yeah, it's been a weekend.
So how'd you feel about WrestleMania overall? I know you mentioned a couple of small things. The Rhea thing was big for you. I know. What else? What else really did it for you over the weekend? Or what didn't do it for you over the weekend? That'd be fun too.
So I wouldn't say it necessarily didn't do it for me, but Roman winning, my jaw dropped. I was very surprised. Like I was telling my friends, I was just like, I swear to God, I didn't move for like 5 minutes.
Interesting.
Because the way it played out, it made it seem like Cody would win. And something I want to say about that is people are allowed to be upset that Cody lost. People are allowed to be happy that Roman won. And people shouldn't shit on each other for whatever reaction they have because it's wrestling. We're fans. We're passionate about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't send death threats to the bloodline. Don't.
Really?
Yeah, people are apparently doing that on Twitter.
Here's the thing. I didn't know that was happening, but is it bad that I'm not surprised that's happening?
Exactly. It's not surprising anymore. Like, y'all are ridiculous. It's
very, very much.
It's wrestling. We're
playing make believe here, kids. Like that's what happened. This is like it's television. It's not real.
It's a soap opera. Shit's gonna happen that you're gonna be upset about, and you're allowed to be upset about it. That's okay. You're allowed to go through all the motions and the ups and downs. It's actually insane.
Here's the thing. We'll get back to the rest of your thoughts. I just want to touch on the whole Roman winning thing.
Yeah.
Here's I know the way the story was going on, all that. It was, it felt to a lot of people like this is Cody's time, this is Cody's moment, all that kind of shit, But I say, that was a cog in the story. That's not the story. I still think the story is Jey Uso. So it's just like, to me, I'm waiting on that to happen. That's what the real story is. And the first step was Saturday night when they lost those tag titles. So now he's not tag champs and not forced to defend those titles anymore and all that. But back to the whole Cody story about, them like it's his time and all that. Yeah, okay. Let's say you're right. It is his time. He becomes champion. Katie, you're a fan of hip hop, right?
I am, yeah.
There's a young man who put out a song some time ago. His name is Young Jeezy. He in the song, he asks a question multiple times. He says, "And then what?" And that's my question to y'all. Cody wins, and then what? Because yeah, it's cool for last night. What do you do after that? Because now, if you think about it, because we all know what they wanted was The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Roman, more likely than not, which is the issue, was going to win that match and continue to be the champ going forward. So their plan was for Roman to be the champ going forward.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like they have future stuff and stuff planned for Roman as champ for the future.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm just like, it doesn't make sense for them to take it off him right now. But that's just how I see
it. Yeah, it is one of those things where you didn't expect it, but it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And again, you don't have to be happy about the decision.
Right.
I sure as fuck wasn't last night because I was just like, I can't believe that. Like, I was shook.
No, a lot of people are upset. You think I understand them being upset. I understand why. Because you want to see those big moments. You want to see that story happen and all that. I get it. I 100% get it.
Yeah.
But it comes down to, like I said, and then what?
Yeah. But besides all of that stuff.
Yeah, what else? What else about WrestleMania? Let's talk about more than just that last match. A lot more than that match happened because we can also talk about how Snoop saved WrestleMania. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, because Shane became Vince Jr. and blew out one of his quads. Like, you do one leapfrog and you blow out your quad. Shane, there's a reason you didn't come back, homie. Like, yeah, so that happened. But yeah, shout out to Snoop and Jessica Carr for calling it on the fly as they can.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Drew, Gunther, Sheamus was probably the best night.
That was
the
a
best match
fight. Like, I'm like, hell yeah, okay. Because
that was insane.
It was starting off real slow for me. It's just like this Sunday night was just like, oh man, okay. So we start off with that Brock and Omos match. I'm like, yeah, this isn't good. Then we move on. We got that, that tag thing that they did to him. Like, I'm not entertained. And but then they hit us with that triple threat. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, yo, hit him again, Sheamus.
That was probably the best match on night 2. Like, you can't really beat that. That's people are calling it like one of their matches of the year already, and we're like 4 months in. I can see that. That was the definition of big meaty men slapping meat. Literally,
oh yeah, that's exactly what was happening. There was a whole lot of slapping meat going on in that one. Yeah,
like my chest hurt. I think that's why my chest hurts today. Yeah, just through the TV. Oh no. But no, like there were good things throughout. It seemed like everything was just like boom, 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 boom. You didn't really have time to like leave to like go do anything. Mm-hmm. It was just like match ends, a little commercial, another match, like no backstage shenanigans or anything like that. So that was interesting. I would have liked a little break for something so I could just like run, grab anything, but
a let me up moment, Just...
Yeah. So overall, a hell of a weekend. I mean, Stand Deliver was Saturday too, and that card was fantastic. Okay. So it was a good fucking weekend, man.
Carmelo Hayes a champ now?
Yeah, he is.
Hell yeah. Okay.
He is him, Travis.
I mean, I've only seen a bit of him, but the bit I've seen, I would agree. Him.
He's fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. WrestleMania was fun. Glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it as well. We are gonna get into some newsy time, but not quite right now, because also on top of that, what have you been watching? What you've been playing? Anything else besides wrestling happening for you recently?
Honestly, like this week has been so busy. There was wrestling every week, and the one night it wasn't wrestling, I was doing my own podcast. Mm-hmm. So I haven't really been watching anything. I got 2K23. I haven't played it yet.
Okay.
But so nothing new. It's been all wrestling the past like week.
Oh, I get it. I get it. You are deep, so it's a lot happening for you for right now. Me, I started this new show. It actually came on Netflix recently. The Night Agent. Great show. Great fucking show. This one actually like has Amani like all extra hype and shit when she's watching it, just getting super excited about what's happening. Normally she'll like the shows and all that kind of stuff, but I haven't seen her this excited about a show in a while, and it was really fun. But one thing that I did start watching that it's one of those things that just kind of like just skated by me, never really paid it much attention. I knew it existed, but nobody ever said, "Hey, you should watch this because of this." And I've seen like memes and stuff that I guess came from this show. Didn't realize it. Community.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd never watched Community before until like this past week, and it was just like, "Hey, you should check this out." And like, I mean, I can. I mean, so I had no reason not to. It was just so one night I'm just chilling, mind my business. Money had just told me you should check out Community for these reasons, and I'm like, okay. So I sit down and watch it. I'm not like falling over, bursting over, laughing at it, But it was just like,
Yeah.
oh, this is pretty cool. Okay. I could see why people would say I like this, and I don't mind watching it. It's just one of those things. It's not in that Star Wars and Harry Potter category where it's just like I don't care when I watch it.
Yeah.
I'm into it, so it's just like okay, I'm down to watch more.
Yeah, there you go. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a little like backgroundy type show where you can kind of just throw it on, kind of understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
While I'm working on other stuff, doing other things and all that, I can have that on and all that kind of stuff. That's how it feels to me, and
I get you.
I'm cool with it being there. Now we can go ahead and get into some newsy time. We're gonna stick with the WWE for a second with our big story of the day. The selling of WWE, I guess, is basically a done deal, Katie.
That's a done deal.
I'm about to say, I'm imagining there's some I's got to be dotted, some T's got to be crossed, but WWE has been sold to the UFC parent company Endeavor.
Yeah.
All right. So this article I'm going to give you comes from comicbook.com. Matthew Aguilar wrote it. Check it out, y'all. Get them the clicks so they can keep giving us news so I can read it to you and act like I'm doing something important right now. Vince McMahon has made his return to WWE as executive chairman of the board, and in his initial press release regarding that return, he explained that the major reason he was coming back was to lead WWE's negotiations in media rights deals and possible sale. Some weren't sure if the impending sale was actually going to happen or if it was an excuse for McMahon to take back control. But now WWE has revealed it will be sold to Endeavor Group. WWE and UFC are set to merge into a new publicly traded company, and the deal is reportedly worth $9.3 billion. Which brings them to a total of being, hold on, let me just look because I actually got this number from somewhere else. It was like the total that they'd be worth combined is like, hold on. Where is this damn thing now? I thought I saved that image. I did not save that image. Give me just a second, y'all. I will have it. Come on. Don't fuck with me now. Let's go. All right. Oh, now they're not showing the number. I think it's $21.5 billion, Katie. Like,
yeah. I know 21. The things I kept seeing, I just kept saying 21 plus.
Yeah, I think it's 21.5. It may have been 21.6 that I saw. But goddamn. Like, if you are a WWE stakeholder right now, just Scrooge McDuck it right now. Just jump in your pile of money, roll around in it, bathe in it, get butt ass naked, do whatever you want to do with it, because you getting paid.
Yeah, it's crazy because like it got brought up only a few months ago when they were talking about selling.
Mm-hmm.
And, all the people throwing their names in the hat or people suspecting them throwing their name in the hat, like the Mouse, Saudi, people like that.
Yeah, remember when that whole hoopla was happening? Everybody on the internet was saying they had sold to the Saudis and people were pissed.
Yeah, because some random person tweeted about it. Yeah. Good job, guys. Proud of you.
Like, I'm just like, where are y'all getting this from?
Yeah, it's the internet, but selling to Endeavor, which the name is just kind of on the nose because they used to wish people their best in future endeavors. So that's kind of just punning at that point. I just found out about that last night, and I don't know. I don't know much about UFC. I know bits and pieces here and there. I didn't know Endeavor was a parent company of UFC, so I'm just kind of learning about all of this stuff.
They bought it from because Dana White was the one who owned it originally, and then he sold to them. He's still high up in their shit, but he sold to them, and they've grown it huge and to the point where like, hey, yeah, we're gonna buy WWE now, and yeah, so Will did some research for us that he's got numbers. Thank you, Will. 21.2 billion combined. Ari is CEO of Endeavor. Vince is head of the board for Endeavor. Dana White is president of USC. Nick Khan will be president of WWE. So cool. So there'll be 6 board members from Endeavor, 5 from WWE.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's going to be just one of those things where it just happened. We'll have to see what happens. People are talking about the upcharge for bigger pay-per-views and any pay-per-views because that's kind of what UFC does, I guess. Mm-hmm. So it's just going to, like, they just signed the deal. Like, it's going to take a while for them to figure everything out and for it to get to all of us. So we'll have to see.
Mm-hmm. But overall, you feeling good about it? You worried? What you think? What's your initial reaction to finding this out?
Again, it was more so like just confused because I didn't know like necessarily the hierarchy of how things would have been or will be. But as long as Triple H is still kind of up there, in charge in some way, shape, or form, as he should be. Vince sneaking his way back into creative and being the head, nothing really surprises me anymore. It's fucking Vince. Have you seen his facial hair in his Just for Men? It's fucking awful. So nothing surprised me. He looks like a villain. He looks like an old-timey villain. So no one should be surprised by that.
Mustache to twirl.
Exactly. So I'm not surprised by that at all. That's the only thing that worries me is because Vince is high-key a piece of shit. So I just don't want him tampering with anything he shouldn't be anymore.
Well,
it's Vince. He will.
Par for the course. That's what it's always been. So he just
exactly.
You kind of just brace for it and wait to see how shitty is he going to be. That's
exactly
what we're looking for here. But I would guess with this whole deal going through, there were a lot of late nights, Katie. A lot of late nights negotiating and working things out. And when you got those late nights, a good time, a good way to keep yourself going through those times is with some little boost to your energy. And the way you can get that is with W. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. They also have no maltodextrin fillers and don't use artificial dyes. W contains vitamins, amino acids, nootropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. The product is made in the USA in an FDA-inspected facility that strictly adheres to GMP manufacturing guidelines. W has handpicked what they believe to be the 10 most critical ingredients for focus and concentration. W contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. W uses Neurofactor, a patented all-natural coffee cherry extract to help fuel you. This ingredient is what gives W its laser focus and fast reflex effects, making it especially perfect for gamers. They disclose full ingredient amounts, and the products will never contain fillers or artificial colors or dyes. W is also sugar-free. Like I mentioned, it's maltodextrin-free. It's keto-friendly. So go to w.creatiaworld.com and use code Creatia to receive 10% off your order today. That's w.creatiaworld.com. Use the code Creatia to receive 10% off your order today. Link is in the description.
People could have used that this weekend, too.
Definitely could have used it over the weekend.
Yeah.
Some of them usually look like they were worn out. Some of them by the time they got down to the ring,
Yeah, because that ring was long as fuck. For what?
Yeah. They need to do what they did back in the old school when they had the little ring cart thing carrying down to the ring. Because
they should bring those back. That'd be hysterical.
Yeah. That's what I would have done. I'd be like, yo, remember back in the day when y'all did this thing? Let's do that thing again. That's what I want my special WrestleMania entrance to be. Call it a throwback thing, Make it seem special and vintage and all that. In reality, I just don't want to walk all the way down that long ass ramp.
Or like pull like a Triple H and ride on a motorcycle, Stone Cold on like a quad. Like,
I mean, honestly, Logan Paul had it figured out. He did a little propeller thing down to the ring, you know?
I was honestly surprised they were gonna do anything zipline related.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, that motherfucker thinks think he's Shawn Michaels or something. It's just
He fucking wishes.
yeah, yeah. All right. So we got some more stuff to get into here. Um, I don't remember if we've talked about this before, Katie. You a Disney kid?
Yes, I am a Disney kid.
Okay. So are you aware of what's been going on down in Florida and what DeSantis is trying to do to Disney World?
Uh, with Disney World, no. With everything else in Florida, bits and pieces.
Okay. So basically he's trying to, that Disney World in Florida has its own district. Like its own thing, its own governing body and everything within the state of Florida. So it has no city that it answers to. Like they say they're in Orlando / Kissimmee, they're not. They're their own. It's Lake Buena Vista, Florida. It's their own shit.
Okay.
So DeSantis has decided, he was like, yo, you all should not get to govern yourselves like that. So I'm going to come in and take over and put my own people in charge of your district and all that kind of shit. However, Mr. DeSantis has vastly underestimated the pettiness of the Disney attorneys and all involved. And listen, I am a fan of the petty. So let me just talk about this. So this article comes from Kotaku, from Zach Zwizin. I don't know.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah. Weird white people name is what that is. As you may have heard, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has been culture war feuding with one of Florida's more famous corporate tenants, the Walt Disney Company. Earlier this year, DeSantis directed the state to take over control of the special district where Disney World is located. As such, Republicans appointed a new board to oversee the district and Disney, suggesting they would even have input on what entertainment the company would create. But it turns out that thanks to some inspired lawyering from Disney's camp, DeSantis' hand-appointed board of cronies will be more or less powerless to affect any change for decades. So let's back up. Reedy Creek Improvement District was created because Walt Disney wanted more control of the area surrounding his soon-to-be opening Disney World Resort. I mentioned this earlier, kind of explained this to you. He had grand plans for a planned private city and wanted more control over area laws. Though the city never happened, the district remained, and as a result, Disney World hasn't had to follow Florida laws concerning things like building codes or water management. In a sense, this gave the Walt Disney Company its own mini government over which it privately maintained authority, and also allowed it to follow a different, more corporate-friendly tax policy. But now, after a spat between DeSantis and Disney over the company's tepid by any measure support of LGBTQ rights, DeSantis is using House Bill 9B to restructure the district. As part of this, the district will get a new name, and he recently appointed a new board of directors to oversee it. The problem is Disney lawyers don't fuck around. So on the morning of March 29th, when the new board of DeSantis picked directors convened for the very first meeting, they discovered that the previous board of directors had, on their last day in power, signed a new agreement with Disney that effectively stripped the board of any power beyond a few minor details, like managing traffic or road upkeep. It further prohibits the district from using Disney-owned brand names or the likeness of Mickey Mouse and other characters without the corporation's explicit approval. Basically, the new board's been completely undermined, and its members aren't happy about it. This essentially makes Disney the government, board member Ron Perry said. This board loses, for practical purposes, the majority of its ability to do anything beyond maintain the roads and maintain basic infrastructure. Now, here's the even funnier part of this. Disney lawyers tied the new agreement to the lives of the British royals. So, making matters even funnier is that the new agreement with Disney will remain in place for a very long time. How long? I can't actually tell you because it depends on how long the current living members of the UK's royal family stick around. From the agreement, is what it says. This declaration shall continue in effect until 21 years after the death of the last survivor of the descendants of Charles III, King of England, living as of the date of this declaration. So, 21 years after the current youngest member of the royal family dies is when they can restructure this shit.
I mean, if this proves anything, you don't fuck with the mouse.
At all. Ever.
Like,
it's so funny to me. And normally I'm
that's
not usually on the
insane.
side of the big company, especially because Disney pisses me off so many times with just corporate kind of shit that they do. And
Yeah.
trying to, basically monopolize the entire Hollywood industry and shit. That's a whole different thing that I'm not cool with that. But the pettiness of this shit.
That's
fucking fantastic, and I love it so much.
That's, you know what? Good for them.
Yeah, good on you, Mickey. Yeah.
What the fuck?
There's more to this article, and all that, but that's the gist of it. That's the most important shit that y'all need to know from this is that Disney is petty as fuck, and I love it.
Damn, petty Disney. Who would have thought? Well, I mean, we all should have known.
Yeah,
but
yeah. We didn't know they were this petty.
We didn't know the extent of the pettiness.
Exactly, and as Biggie said, if you don't know, now you know. Okay. Let's stick with Disney for a second and go over to the Marvel side of Disney. You want to watch a trailer?
Let's watch a trailer.
So, Secret Invasion dropped the trailer last night. The upcoming Disney Plus series.
Okay.
So I say we give that a look-see. All right. Well, I guess it would help if it was unmuted, though.
See?
Let's back up.
Fury. Since you've been gone, things have gotten much worse. How do you think I came back?
You're in no shape for this fight that lies before us, old friend.
Yep. Sit your ass back down.
This is personal.
Very few of us know about the wars fought in the shadows that have raged on this planet. Do you feel responsible?
Here's Emilia Clarke.
Where are the Avengers?
They out avenging.
This war is one I fight alone.
Nick Fury without the eye patch. Still got the scars, but
You're the most wanted man on the planet.
Hey, Rhodey.
You don't know what they have planned for you.
The great Nick Fury. One last fight.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sure, yeah.
I'm with it. Cool seeing, I kind of know what the Secret War story is. I don't know it deeply. I haven't read a lot of it or anything from college, but I know it's basically, the Krill impersonating people all over the planet, basically Secret War. They're infiltrating, replacing people, and all that kind of shit. So I'm down to see what's happening there. We got Nick Fury walking around without the eye patch now. He's just got the scar showing and all that. But we also saw some with the eye patch, so I'm sure at some point he's going to take the eye patch off. But yeah, I am honestly really looking forward to this show because, I mean, for one, you give me some more Samuel L. Jackson, I'm with it. Also, just that kind of story appeals to me. The more espionage kind of thing and all of that seems pretty cool. I'm with it.
Yeah, and plus Disney, with the shows, have killed it recently. So, I mean, I like that it's going to be a show and not a movie too.
Yeah,
I think you can do more with it.
Definitely. All right. I got another trailer here we can check out. This trailer actually just dropped today. Okay. Have you heard of the Blue Beetle?
I know very little about it.
Cool. Well, you're going to learn some more today.
Great.
One thing you should know is that Vince is 100% super excited about this. And yeah. So Vince, check this out. If you haven't already, I imagine you've watched it already, Vince, but
he's probably watched it 20 times.
Probably.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes? You finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
Let's
everything right now feels
Cobra Kai nigga.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're Jaime.
I think I knew he was in this. I just forgot about it.
Jenny?
Guard that with your life, but do not open it.
You went in to get a shot, and all you brought back was a hamburger?
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
Yeah, not a burger.
Not a burger.
How did you get it to do that?
I think he likes me.
I think he likes me.
George does.
Because why not?
This ain't what you want. What the?
Host acquired.
Who said that? It's okay. It's gonna be okay. Space.
Re-entry systems ready.
Wait, no. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. What is going on? I just want to rock.
It's called the Scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you want, and sometimes it doesn't.
I think I cut a bus in half.
Yeah, you did.
Scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
That love you feel for your family makes you weak. I just want to rock. You won't kill my dog, stand on my money, don't lose my side. The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're gonna do with it. That's my heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Let's party.
Nice choice.
I just want to rock.
Yeah, that's dope.
Whoa, it's like Batman stuff. Batman's a fascist.
I just want to rock.
Fucking George Lopez being in this is the best part. That's so funny.
Oh, this is great. I am 100% down for this movie.
It looks really good.
Oh yeah, it does. It really does. That's exciting. I don't know a lot about Blue Beetle. I know some things. Most of what I know about Blue Beetle comes from watching Young Justice and things like that on HBO Max and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, this looks exciting. I'm definitely looking forward to this. I'm sure Vince is, watching this and has bust several nuts while watching this.
Several at least.
Yeah. And those of you out there who are interested in busting more nuts, a good way to do that is to get a little help and get some toys. And you can get those toys at adamandeve.com. Adam and Eve is the nation's largest market of adult products with millions of satisfied customers in the United States and all over the world. Founded in 1971, Adam and Eve is also one of the oldest names in the rapidly evolving adult industry. For more than 50 years, they have built up a reputation as a trusted and reliable adult toy store that takes pleasure and privacy seriously. When you want to shop erotic toys, Adam and Eve has it all. Men and women, straight or gay, and anywhere in between, Adam and Eve has the adult toys you're looking for, including but not limited to vibrators, dildos, anal sex toys, bondage toys, couples toys, lube, sexy gifts, and accessories. Unlike other adult stores, Adam and Eve stands behind all their products and offers a no questions asked return policy. So whether you've bought a dildo, sex swing, or penis ring, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the code erotica to receive 50% off one item plus free shipping on orders of $49 or more. That's adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the code erotica to receive 50% off and free shipping. As always, link is in the description.
Yep.
All right, so we got a little bit more news that came in. Will just is updating us here live. I appreciate that, Will. So he said Endeavor owns the Professional Bull Riders Association. So that's the thing. So we gonna get WWE, wrestlers at bull riding events. We gonna get more bull riders showing up in WWE. We gonna get more crossovers. Is that a thing? I mean, I'm 100% down to see Sami Zayn ride a bull.
Sami Zayn probably would ride a bull.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, sure. Why not?
So they also announced a new company will be traded under the symbol TKO on the stock market, and I fucking love that.
I mean, it's fitting.
Yeah. I'm 100% with that. You missed the trailer, JJ? Damn. Well, it's on YouTube. You can go check it out after we're done. Watch us. Keep watching us, though, because cool kids are doing. Talked about that. How into Star Trek are you?
Not at all. I'm going to be honest with you.
Well, cool. This is just for me then. So, Star Trek, Starfleet Academy series is officially on the way at Paramount Plus. CBS Studios and Paramount Plus have formally announced Star Trek Starfleet Academy, a new Star Trek series that will follow a new class of Starfleet cadets. Production on the show was set to begin in 2024. The celebration of the series order, in celebration of the series order, co-showrunners and executive producers Alex Kurtzman and Noga Landau released the following statement that gives a little bit of insight into what Starfleet Academy is all about. So it says here, admission is now open to Starfleet Academy. Explore the galaxy. Captain your destiny. For the first time in over a century, our campus will be reopened to admit individuals, a minimum of 16 Earth years, or species equivalent, who dream of exceeding their physical, mental, and spiritual limits, who value friendship, camaraderie, honor, and devotion to a cause greater than themselves. The coursework will be rigorous. The instructors among the brightest lights in their respective fields, and those accepted will live and study side by side with the most diverse population of students ever admitted. Today, we encourage all who share our dreams, goals, and values to join a new generation of visionary cadets as they take their first steps toward creating a bright future for us all. Apply today.
Okay, yeah, sure. How do you feel about this?
Oh, I fucking love it. I'm always down for more Star Trek. So, right now we know Star Trek Discovery last season is coming. We're currently in the last season of Star Trek Picard. So I mean, it's time for some new Star Trek. Right now, the only live action show that's going that we know what's coming before this one is Strange New Worlds. So, yeah, I'm cool with some more Star Trek. Bring on the Trek. There's other stuff. There's like animated show, the kids show Prodigy. There's also the adult cartoon Lower Decks. So it's just there's other Star Trek stuff, but the exploration kind of Star Trek that I love from before, which is kind of what we're getting in Discovery, but not really. We definitely get it in Strange New Worlds, which is cool. I like that. Yeah, give us more. My thing is, I want to know if you go to Starfleet Academy, because they're changing things up. I know this wasn't allowed before, but now, can you bring your dog? I want to.
I don't know. Is it like a Hogwarts thing? Can you bring a pet?
I don't know.
I
But
don't
if
know.
you do bring your dog, you want to make sure you can take good care of that dog. And a good way to do that is by going to dog.com. Because dog.com is your online supplies, shopping, and information destination. Everything your dog needs, from toys to treats and food, is available, including collars and leashes. They even have outdoor gear and water safety gear for your furry friends. So, you got outdoor training sessions and shit, take your dog with you, bring him with his outdoor gear, water safety gear, because you need your dog to be safe. So go to dog.creationworld.com to receive the 64% off your order today. That's dog.creationworld.com. Link is in the description. All right, so we got one more bit of news here. This is also from comicbook.com. Disney Plus has announced a major anime simulcast. You watch a lot of anime or not?
Not really. Bits and pieces of stuff, like Studio Ghibli movies I love, but shows I don't really watch.
Okay. Well, come on, comicbook.com. There we go. So Disney Plus and Hulu are getting a major new anime in the spring of 2023. Spring 2023 anime schedule, as they have announced that a simulcast for Heavenly Delusion is on the way. Disney and Kodansha recently united for a huge new partnership that will make Disney Plus internationally and Hulu in the United States the exclusive streaming home for each Kodansha's new anime adaptations for the foreseeable future. Fans have already seen the results of this effort with several releases such as Tokyo Revengers, Christmas Showdown arc, and now a new anime has been announced for worldwide streaming later this spring, as fans were anxious about checking it out as soon as it hits. Ruben Lack, senior manager for English dubbing for Disney, took to Twitter to share the announcement that the Heavenly Delusion anime will be simulcast with Disney Plus in international territories and on Hulu in the United States when the anime makes its premiere in Japan on April 1st. So it has made its debut already. The English dub release will follow at a later date. We don't know when that English dub is coming, but a simulcast confirmation goes quite a long way for fans worried that they will have to wait the Heavenly Delusion anime's full worldwide debut to get the English dub. So we got some good stuff coming. Anime, I enjoy. I'm not the hugest anime fan in the world, of course. I know there's people who are into it way more than I am, but I do enjoy anime, and some new anime is cool. And knowing that I'm gonna get it pretty closely, because I watch dubs. I don't do subs for anime, mostly because I feel like I get distracted if I'm looking down to read and not paying as much attention to what's happening on the screen.
Makes sense.
Now, I watch English stuff with English subtitles on, just so I get clarification on sometimes when people say things. Because sometimes they'll say words like, I'm not sure what he just said, but I can see it down at the bottom. Like, oh, that's what he said. Or learning how to spell people's names and shit is in the subtitles and all that kind of stuff. It's good to have it there,
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as anime, I watch dubs. I don't watch subs. I've watched some subbed anime, and it's fine. I just don't enjoy it as much. So I prefer the dubbed anime.
Yeah.
But I'm good with some new anime. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm definitely going to check this out, especially if, like I said, it's coming pretty simulcasted and all that kind of stuff, with the dub coming a lot sooner than it normally would, because a lot of times they put out the entire first season and then you got to wait after that for them to localize it and all that, because dubs take time. It's not just translation. Sometimes there's stuff that's like contextually that just wouldn't make sense to, non-Japanese people for certain things that they say and things that they refer to, so they got to switch that stuff over and change some references and all that.
Yeah, they got a lot to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a lot of work to try and dub stuff.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think that's all the news for today, Katie Kinsey baby.
Nice rhyme.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be it for today, y'all. Thank you all for watching. If you all are watching later, remember you can watch us live. You can simply go to twitch.tv/Creatia World. You go there, you can watch us live. And while you're there, give us a subscription. Hit us with a sub there. All you got to do it for free, you connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and do a little something that's called Prime Gaming. And with that, you get a free sub on Twitch. So give us that free sub. If you don't give it to us, give it to somebody. It doesn't matter who. Just pick a Twitch streamer, give it to them. Yeah. Take Bezos's money and give it to a Twitch streamer.
Exactly.
Preferably us, because I know you want to be our sub. You can also watch us live on YouTube at youtube.com/Creatia World. And if you want to subscribe there, you can be our sub there for free. Won't even charge you for it.
Jesus.
But while you're there, hit the little notification bell. All right? That way you know every time we're live, every time we drop anything, like a good little sub, Also, if you want to do some more subbing, you can go to pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. There's lots of subs there too, but we want you to subscribe to us also while you're there. That's what Matt loves. Matt loves for you to watch us on Pornhub. It's his pride. It's what gives him joy.
As it should.
A good way to support us financially, though, is to go to patreon.com/Creatia World. If you go there, you can support us financially. With just $1, you get a lot of extra shit, like Multiverse with myself and Mara the Shark Watkins every month. We're watching, animated comic book shows and movies and all that kind of stuff. Right now, we're working our way through DC's animated movies. They're fantastic. We just finished Green Lantern Beware My Power, a.k.a. Fuck Hal Jordan. And we enjoyed that movie. There's a whole lot of Jon Stewart happening in that movie, and I'm all for the Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Also, Return to Wrestling with myself and the Warden Matt Ritter. We're going through old WCW stuff. We just finished Road Wild 1997, and we're about to work our way through Fall Brawl 97. So that's actually a really fun part of that whole story, and I actually am really looking forward to Matt seeing that. Him being somebody who absolutely hates Hulk Hogan, he should actually enjoy this a bit more, because the main story going forward with this does not involve Hulk Hogan, if I'm remembering correctly. Also, want to know more about us and what we do and who we are and all that kind of stuff, you can go to creatiaworld.com. You go there and you find out about everybody on the team. Myself, Mara the Shark Watkins, Vince Delgado, Matt Ritter, all of us. Find out about us, what's my favorite drink? Or what's my favorite word, bitch? No. You want to know Mara's favorite ice cream? You can go there. You want to know, what color underwear Matt likes to wear? You can probably go there and find out. Maybe not. I don't know. You got to go and find out.
Doesn't say they got to go find out.
Exactly. Also, if you're on the socials, you want to check us out on the socials, you go to Instagram, TikTok, or Twitter at It's Creatia World. That is at ITSCREATIA World. As always, I'm not telling you how to spell world. If you don't know how to spell world, get a goddamn dictionary. Get your life together. Or watch us the video version, and you can actually see it right here across the bottom of the screen. So do that. Also on Facebook for you old folks, facebook.com/Creatia World. Go there, check us out there. We're also live there, so you can watch us there too, if that's your preferred viewing method. I don't know a lot of people who do that, but if that's works for you, go there. We're there, so do it. Let's see. Also, if you are you got it. But anyway, while you're on Facebook, though, we have a Facebook group. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, and all that, you go to facebook.com/group/demdragons. Hop in there, share your House of the Dragon memes, your Game of Thrones memes. If you just got cool pictures of dragons, drop them in there because I love dragons. I'll like that picture. Like, I will. Dragons are cool.
Dragons are cool.
Yeah. There's for you wrestling fans out there, though. You can go to facebook.com/group/smacking and raw. Enjoy the Smacking and Raw conversation, the wrestling conversation in that group. This is actually the official Facebook group of our Friday night podcast, Smacking and Raw, with the Warden, Matt Ritter, Vince Daddy Delgado. And oftentimes there's another person on that show. I don't know who that might be. Do you happen to know who that might be, Katie?
It's me.
Yeah, she'd be on there too. So y'all go there and check that shit out and watch that shit right now. Like, there's an episode that actually just went up over the weekend before WrestleMania, and y'all should watch that shit. So y'all should go and listen to it / watch it right now, like as soon as we're done here, because we're almost done. We're not quite done. Because first, Katie's got to plug her shit. Katie, plug your shit. What you doing?
So, of course, you can follow me on Twitter at GatorAssin13, Linktree I'm about to go, things She Elite Showcase, Twitch.tv/She Elite Showcase, typically Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern-ish, YouTube.com/She Elite Showcase. I always say watch videos, they're way more entertaining. I'm Italian, I talk with my hands a lot, I do a lot of facial expressions. It's fun, you should do it. Anchor, Spotify, Google.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I'm mostly Italian.
Cool. I'll make sure to put those tags in the Pornhub video.
You're welcome. There you go, Travis.
Yeah.
Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. If you just want to listen, She Elite is the brand, and the weekly recap me and my co-host Savannah do. Inside the Mind Of is an interview series I do. There was going to be a new episode today, how I post them, but it was WrestleMania week. Everyone's busy. I don't want to bother anybody. So maybe next week we'll have a new episode, or I might just take a break from it. Who knows? It's my show. I can do what I want. But everything's up on the channel. You can go check all that stuff out. Like Travis said, I'm also on Smacking Around basically every Friday, so you can check me out there too.
Awesome. And don't forget, you can follow me on both Twitter and Instagram. Instagram, that's the word. Graham. Man. Blah, 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 blah. Twitter and Instagram at Lord_Cussalott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Also, there'll be a new episode of Creators in Creation going up tomorrow where we're, having conversations with different creators in media because creators are cool. Last week's episode was with Bridget Holmes. She's the senior illustrator on Archer. So fun episode. She talks a lot about the industry, the animation and how she got to where she is. If you all looking to get into the animation industry, become an animator. If you want to be an illustrator for animated shows, you should watch that show.
Yeah.
Hear the conversation. She's got some good tips for you, First tip, learn how to draw. That's just for me. I don't know anything else. And honestly, that might not be the first step. I might be completely wrong, which is why you should watch the show and you should hear our conversation in our interview, and you can see and find out from the person herself who knows a lot more about that shit than I do.
Exactly.
So yeah, check that out. We'll have a new episode up tomorrow. It'll be I forgot who it is. It'll be up tomorrow.
It'll be up.
I did like 18 interviews, so it's just they're coming out as they're coming out.
I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta crank it out.
Yeah, but we will see you tomorrow. Well, I won't see you tomorrow because I won't be on the show. Katie won't see you tomorrow either. She won't be on there either. It'll actually be Matt and Vince tomorrow. That they'll be the ones that you see tomorrow. But see them tomorrow, and then it'll be me and Will actually on Wednesday. Will Gray will make his return to Creatia Conversation on Wednesday, the honorary use of Creation World. And Thursday, I believe, Thursday it's me and Mara. Friday, Matt and Mara, as always. That's Creatia Comics on Thursday. Horror Fridays with Matt and Mara. That's business as usual.
Business as usual. Yep.
Yeah. But that's it for today. We'll see y'all next time. Until then, we out.
Bye.